Shug here. Happy New Year's, everybody, and I know you didn't see much of me over the holidays, and that was intentional on my part. I went to shoot videos here and there, and every time I'd be 2 or 3 minutes in and go, I'm just not into it. I feel like I'm really making up one to do for nothing. My daughter and her dog are home for the holidays, and I just really wanted to enjoy that time, and I was in the mood to be away from the computer. I'm sitting out here in the middle of my ice rink. Yeah. One of my projects I've been doing. I used to always keep ice rinks going when Ariel was a little girl, and I probably haven't done it in 15 years. To be frank, I have forgotten how much work it is. So I flooded it twice down here, ran my hoses down from the house, and I got pretty good ice. I'll probably do one more, maybe 2 rounds of flooding it.
Wow, Mom, the Olympics.
I'm gonna go ice skating.
Here's me, I'm going to my weak side.
Cool.
Inside. For me. Yeah.
First thing I do on my ice rink is I come down and do a little Zamboni work every day. Meaning I get all the loose snow and the dust off the ice. My Christmas gift to myself was this stovetop espresso maker, and you can see they even monogrammed it. I'm hoping you can see that with Whooooo Buddy. It's made by an engineer in the UK, and he is a jet engine engineer. It has all this kind of scientific looking valves and cool stuff inside, coils where it goes up these coils. Then it goes in another chamber and gets to the perfect temperature for espresso, and it pushes up and you can just see it come right into the pot. It's so cool. And it has this little chimney here. When you start to see that steam, you know you're about there. It's pretty fantastic. That's what it's called, the 9 Barista. Hey man. Beanpop, come here. Oh, look at you guys doing some Pilates, huh?
I know. I got one to do with me.
Beanpop. Cleaning ashes out of my PK 360 grill. Gotta be done. We have cooked a lot of stuff on the PK 360 this holiday. And if you don't get your ashes out once in a while, you gotta have room for those coals to light and have some air under there. Very important. That is a very satisfying job. I got me a Grans 4 Brux splitting axe. Small. Beautiful. Well, I sharpened up this old hatchet I had for years. Really honed it to a sharp edge now. Looks a lot better. Sort of laid in the yard for 4 or 5 years. Sanded it down, put some boiled linseed oil on the handle. Now I'm getting ready to wax up the bottom, a second coat of my new pulk, hitting it with some Max wax, and this will give it a really nice glide on the snow for upcoming trips. This is my old pulk right here. This is the Jet Sled Junior, and you can see I got the new winter camo large sled. Gives me a bit more room. Got kind of a longer trip planned this winter. What I want to do is keep my load low rather than just, you know, taking a pulk like this and filling it and keep piling it up high, because then you tend to get a lot of tips, your center of gravity gets high. This one's nice, a little bit heavier, but just having that wax on there just gives it really nice glide. I've already put one coat and just keep buffing it a little bit. It's got a little bit more width on it as well. So now I got two pulks to pull, and rigging it up with all my hookups here from skipulk.com. I'll show you those. If you order these components from Ski Pulk, there's your pieces that just go onto your sled, any kind of sled you want. And there's the hardware and the bolts that go in. I think that probably 25 bucks, but it's been easy for me. skipulk.com. He's got a lot of components and pulks. This is one of my old ones, and I got me a new set. And they're real nice and secure. You just drill yourself some holes. You got a bottom plate to give it some stability and security. So I got these up front, and that's where my harness hooks in. You just put your harness in like that, and then you just slide your pin through. Your harness has that kind of a little hookup. It's got a swivel ball in there, a little swivel link, and that way it moves real well as you're pulling. Everything helps out there. You just put that in, slip that through, and then clip that off. And I always keep my clip to the inside as opposed to this way, just so something doesn't catch it and pull it off, and then that wiggles out and that falls in the snow. So here's my harness right here. I've got shoulder straps and my waist belt. I like the shoulder straps. I don't always use them. Sometimes I just let them dangle. I used to find that pulling from my hips all day, you know, you can get a little bit sore in those hip flexors, particularly when you get a little bit older like me, kids.